First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wawrak HaKodash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. This is Revelations chapter 3 and verse 7. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write these things, saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that had the key of David. He hath opened, and no man shutteth, and shutteth, and no man openeth. So Yahweh Shai has the keys of David. The keys of David goes into our understanding, okay? And what was just said here was also referenced in the book of Isaiah. I'll get that here in a minute, but let's read this again. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, and I believe the church of Philadelphia, the word Philadelphia goes into brotherhood. Write these things, saith he that is holy. Let me make sure I'm right though. Going into Greek 53 and 59 for Philadelphia. And it says brotherly love. So that's what it means. And then it says a city of Lydia in Asia Minor, situated near the eastern base of Mount Tmolus, founded, trying not to swerve here because I'm multitasking, trying to drive at the same time, founded and named by the Pergamene king Attalus II Philadelphus. So long story short, that word brotherly love does, or that word Philadelphia does go into the definition brotherly love. All right. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write these things, saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth. So Yahweh Shai has the keys of David. What is the keys of David? The keys of David is the understanding, okay? The understanding of the Bible, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, okay? This is Isaiah chapter 22 and verse 22. And the key of the house of David will I lay upon his shoulder. So he shall open, and none shall shut. And he shall shut, and none shall open. Okay, so Yahweh Shai has the keys of the house of David. The keys of the house of David is the understanding. The understanding has been given to the elect, which means the elect have the keys of the house of David. Hence, that's why the elect are also known as the house of David. If you live in a house, those who live under your household or in your household right along with you, would they not have a key as well? Okay? In most cases, let's say you live with your woman. Is your woman not going to have a key to the house as well because you're of the same house? The elect are of the house of David. And in order to be of the house of David, you need the key. the key has to be given to you from Yahweh Shai. And that key represents the understanding. Okay? Now, each of the 12 disciples, when you look it up under Esau, they all have a symbol that represents them. And the symbol that represents David are keys. Okay? And the house of David will have the keys to this truth. Because the keys to this truth is also going to be the keys to the kingdom of heaven. We are going to receive the kingdom of heaven through this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay? Let's go to Matthew's chapter 16 and verse 19. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. So the keys of heaven, the keys of David, comes through what? This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If Yahweh Shai is dealing with you, if Yahweh Shai is supping with you, if you are of his elect, no man can take that from you. No man can take that key from you. Okay? Let's go to Luke. Chapter 1 and verse 68. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. So the Lord's people are Israelites. Period. Point blank. No matter how much you people try to argue that, you can't change the facts. You can't change the truth into a lie and then claim it's the truth. Because at the end of the day, the truth is always going to win. No matter how many times lies overlap this earth, even if it takes truth a year just to get around the earth, while lies are just running laps around the earth day by day, just boom, 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 they still lose at the end of the day because the race is not given to the swift. Light always consumes darkness. If you go to a very dark place, if you light just a small candle, that small candle, it may not illuminate the whole room completely, but that small candle already shows you the power of light in comparison to darkness. So, the Lord's people are Israelites, period, point blank. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people being Israelites, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Okay, so that horn of salvation, dang, I'm looking at a chariot. I want to end this lesson. You know what, I'm gonna keep it rolling. That look beautiful. It's a chariot next to a chariot, but one of them moving and they both bright as hell. I believe that's a chariot. I know one of them is, at least. But anyway, so let's keep the spirit rolling. I'm over here getting excited, man. And he had raised a horn of salvation for us in the house of David, in the house of his servant David. So if you are of the household of David, you are going to be given the keys of David because you are of the household. How are you of the household, but then you go outside and the door is locked? Now you can't go back in, but I thought you were of that house. Let's say a cop was to pull you over in front of your house and he was like, you know, give me your ID. And you say, sir, I forgot my ID, but I promise you this is my house. And he's like, okay, I'll give you a chance. Go unlock the door and walk inside. And then you say, oh, I forgot my key. He gonna think you're not of that house. He gonna be like, all right, buddy. But those who are of the house of David will have the keys of David. Those who are of the house of David will have the understanding, and not just think they have the understanding, but will have the understanding because no lie is of the truth. There is one truth, man. There's one truth, period, point blank. And you have a lot of people in the society, they go based off of their feelings and their emotions and what they feel somebody should be, what they think somebody should say, how they think somebody should look. If you would have said it this way, it would have been better. You know, if you were 2 inches taller, I'd take you more serious. If you could grow a beard on your face, I might take you more serious. If you had money, I might take you more serious. The household of David are going to have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, period, point blank. It ain't based off of money. It ain't based off of looks or anything else, man. It's based off of the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Now let's go to the book. This is Zechariah chapter 12 and verse 8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them in that day shall be as David. So all the elect in the days to come are going to be changed. And you know how David was in his prime, man. You know, jumping over buildings, slaying thousands of men in battle. You know, David, just like a man of the Most High, he was a man of war, just like some of us. We're men of war, but we're in a different time. So we might not be, you know, carrying, you know, shield, buckler, and sword and all that stuff now. But we may have been, you know, literal warriors in our past life. Being in this truth, it requires you to be a warrior. But even if you let's say you a dude in this ministry, you 5'6", man. You don't lift weights. You just skinny as hell. You short, but you out there doing this work. You believe and you got faith. The Lord is going to change you, man. Okay? You're going to be given a spiritual body. You're going to be souped up, man. Souped up and ready to perform the will of the Lord in perfection. Okay? Let me make this turn here. Okay. And he that is feeble among them, in that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the power, as the angel of the Lord before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. And the time's going to come, seeing that Esau is going to come down upon our people with great wrath. The Heavenly Father Yahweh is going to send his only begotten Son Yahushai to destroy and to devour, right along with them thermonuclear missiles. Okay? And I will pour upon the house of David. And remember, to be of the house of David, you have to have the keys of David, which has to be given to you through Yahushai, because the keys of David is what? This understanding. Okay? And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and of supplications. And they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him as one mourneth for his only son, and he shall be in bitterness for him as one that is in bitterness for his firstborn. So there's going to come a time we're going to be changed. We're going to be given souped up bodies, new bodies. We're going to be made perfect. And we're going to see what Yahushai's body looked like when he was crucified. And we're going to mourn. This is speaking of the elect. Okay, because at this time, you know, the majority of our people are going to be brought back through us. So they're going to be put to death. And they will come back at, you know, at the proper time. But there's going to come a time, nevertheless, we're actually going to see what Yahushai's body looked like crucified. Because, see, no movie can really depict how bad it was, man. You know, that movie, Passion of the Christ, it was a decent film in terms of showing the suffering that Yahushai went through. But even that wasn't enough, man. That doesn't show it all. Okay, that shows you just enough. even how it's written in the Bible, you know, it's worded in such a way that even that's not taken away from the word, not at all. But even that doesn't really give justice of all the pain and agony that Yahweh Shai suffered. Okay? So the house of David is going to mourn that. And the scriptures also tell you that when we get our hands on you devils, it's going to be according to the Lord's anger. And a part of the Lord putting his anger in us is seeing what you devils did to Yahweh Shai, man. That's going to infuriate us. Okay? That's going to make us highly angry. So at the end of the day, the elect are going to have the keys of understanding, the keys of David, the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? I'll close it here. Hebrews 6 and verse 5. Verse 4. For it is impossible for those who were once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift. And what's the heavenly gift? This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And were made partakers of the Holy Spirit, and have tasted the good word of the power and the powers of the world to come. Because being in this truth, having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you're getting a taste of the power to come because you've been given that understanding. You've been given the keys of David, which has been handed from Yahweh Shai. And only Yahweh Shai can take that from somebody. Okay, so all we can do is hope that we remain in this ministry. That's what I hope. So I'm going ahead and wrap it up there. Got to get to this damn job. You know, all thanks and praises unto our power. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waber Kakwadash. Shalom.